Hello, everybody. It is December 9th, Monday, and it is time for the Michigan Sports Report. We're going to start with college basketball this week. Michigan is now 8-1. Michigan went into Madison, Wisconsin, and beat undefeated and 11th ranked Wisconsin on Tuesday. Michigan shot 39% and 24% from three and missed multiple free throws down the stretch in that game, but still won by 3 points, 67-64. Vlad Golden led the way in scoring with 24 points. He also had 5 rebounds, 3 blocks as well. Danny Wolf, the other 7-footer, had 20 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 blocks. On Saturday, Michigan beat Iowa at home in another close one. They had a big lead in the first half. It dwindled down to nothing, and it was an 85-83 victory for Michigan. The Wolverines shot 4 of 20 from 3 and had 16 turnovers, but the versatility for this team shined once again. 5 players with 13-plus points in this game. Up next this week, the Wolverines are at Arkansas on Tuesday. Michigan State in college basketball, they are 8-2 now. MSU went to Indiana and won 90-72. MSU was 11 of 22 from 3 and had 39 rebounds and 25 assists in the win. 7 players had 8-plus points for them in that game. On Saturday, MSU beat Nebraska 89-52. Michigan State had 48 rebounds in that game. Up next for them, no games this week. In college hockey, Michigan is now 10-5-1. Michigan went to number 4 Minnesota and got swept. The number 6 Wolverines didn't show up in the first game as it was a 6-0 beatdown by Minnesota. It was more respectable in the second game, but still a 2-0 loss. Next up for them is a home series versus Wisconsin. And Michigan State in college hockey is now 12-2. Number 1 MSU split their series at Wisconsin. They lost 4-0 in the first game, but won in overtime in the second game 3-2. Up next for them is a road series at Minnesota. So both of these teams just trading opponents here this upcoming week. In college football, Michigan is 7-5 and will be playing Alabama in the ReliaQuest Bowl in Tampa, Florida at noon on December 31st. It's a rematch of the semifinal in the playoff from last year. MSU is 5-7 and Michigan State's season is officially over as they did not make a bowl for the 3rd consecutive year in a row. Now let's turn to the Pistons. How are they doing? 10-15. Pistons are now on the wrong side of the playoff bubble. On Tuesday, they lost to the Bucks 128-107. On Wednesday, they lost to the Celtics 130-120. On Saturday, they got a win versus the Knicks 120-111. In the Red Wings news, we have a 10-13-4 overtime loss team, 24 points. 12 behind Florida in the division. Now, -16 in goal differential. On Tuesday, they lost to the Bruins 3-2. On Thursday, they lost to the Senators 2-1. And on Saturday, they lost to the Avalanche 2-1. So not good weeks for the Pistons and the Red Wings, but the Lions, once again, came away with a victory over the Green Bay Packers. With a depleted defense, Dan Campbell elected to keep the offense on the field. Detroit was 4 of 5 on 4th down, including 2 TDs and on a drive and the game-winning drive versus Green Bay, electing to get a first down within field goal range so they could run out the clock and then kick the field goal. Detroit won on a Bates game-winning field goal with time expiring 34-31. Detroit now has won 10 straight games in the NFL and clinched a playoff spot with a 12-1 record. Goff was great again, 32 of 41 for 283 yards and 3 passing touchdowns. 4 games remain for the Detroit Lions, and up next is Buffalo, who is a 10-2 team, second in the AFC. Minnesota is the last game of the season. They are second in the NFC and in the division at 10-2. So there you go. That is the Michigan Sports Report. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Which team are you rooting for? Who do you think needs to step up? Is there anything that Pistons and Red Wings need to do to turn things around? Let me know in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you, and have a great day, everybody.